In this video, we will show you how to replace your passenger side inner fender liner on the Scion XB. This will be located behind your right front wheel. To replace this inner fender liner, you do not need to remove the wheel. I'm going to remove the wheel so the camera can have a little bit better of a view of all the mounting hardware. Now you'll notice the fender liner makes its way down underneath this rocker panel cover. We're going to come right over to this area. Using a small pocket screwdriver, remove the protective cover. Underneath that cover, you'll find a 10mm headed bolt. Remove the bolt. Now that we remove that bolt, let's follow this rocker panel back. You're going to find a plastic push clip right back here. Remove that push clip and then make your way down the line until you have enough slack from this rocker panel cover to gain access to the fender liner. Now I can carefully pull this away. At this point, I have just enough of an area that I can get underneath this area and remove my plastic push pin. Now we can make our way up the line. What you might find on some of the push clips is that you have to remove the inner portion before you can remove the outer aspect. Once you remove the inner part, it should unlock and it'll make it so you can remove it. There should be another push clip right here. And now we're going to move along to some 10mm headed bolts. Before we continue removing our 10mm headed bolts, I want to mention, across the front of our vehicle, we're missing our forward splash shield. In your case, you may not be. With that said, you might have more hardware to have to remove. At this point, I have just enough of an area that I can get underneath this area and remove my plastic push pin. Now we can make our way up the line. We'll carefully pull this out of here. There it is, friends. Now we can install our passenger side inner fender liner. Let's take this and rest it up and over our coil spring. Follow it down to the rearward portion. We're going to start with this part. We'll slide it in and behind here and then put in our push clip. Get that up in there. Now we're going to pause on the rest of this. We'll do it last. Let's continue on to the rest of our push clips and our 10mm headed bolts. Lined up. There should be more hardware in this area. Let's slide it in and behind the fender here. Start in our mounting bolt, snug that up. Let's get this one in here. Keep in mind, it only screws into plastic, so you don't want to strip it. Of course, you'd want to make your way down this way, continuing with any other hardware that might be attached to your front splash shield. Now let's make our way to the rearward aspect here, and we're going to start reattaching our rocker panel cover. Start in your 10mm headed bolt, snug it up. Now we'll continue with our protective cover. Looking at the back, you can tell that the top area has a hook and the bottom has a latch. We'll go in at an angle, starting in the top area. Lock it in with the bottom. Let's make our way down the line with our lower push clips. Make sure it's secure. Okay friends, we showed you how to install your right front inner fender liner. If you did happen to remove your wheel, make sure that you put it back on and torque it to 76 foot-pounds. Aside from that, take your vehicle for a road test, make sure you don't hear any funny noises. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.